Christy and I are out here in Pigeon Forge on a cloudy day. We've had a lot of Italian lately. We've had a lot of Mexican lately. We've had a little bit of everything, and it's coming near July the 4th, so we're thinking we want something American. How about a place that claims to have the best ribs in America with a taste of Tennessee? You're gonna find it here because this is Calhoun's Pigeon Forge. You can find Calhoun's at 2532 Parkway in Pigeon Forge, just across from the track. As always, ladies first.
Thank you, my All-American man. Tennessee man, too. Before getting settled at our table, let's take a look around Calhoun's. It is a very comfortable and casual atmosphere, and of course you do have your bar area here with high top tables as well as bar seating. Here you've got some booth seating that overlooks the parkway in Pigeon Forge. If you haven't found us on social media, on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, we would love to see you over there. We do post different content over there sometimes. But now here is the largest portion of the dining room, and it does have tables and booths. Have the best ribs in America.
Well, I guess we gotta find out.
You might have to try it up here. I have not been to Calhoun's in a long time.
Calhoun's, it's one of my favorite places actually. I really do enjoy Calhoun's. They do start you out with bread, and the bread is a Parmesan dinner roll. You have cornbread and a biscuit. So a signature appetizer that we got, this, and it doesn't get more American than this, bacon wrapped beef brisket burnt-ends. And that is served with coleslaw and a Tennessee whiskey barbecue sauce.
All right, baby, I know those burnt ends are all about you because I know that's one of your favorite things.
They are, look at that, okay. So.
They look really amazing. They smell really amazing.
Look very juicy, and I'm gonna try it, of course, with the barbecue sauce. This is their Tennessee whiskey barbecue sauce.
And the bacon looks nice and crispy, which is how I would like it. You can't get it out, guys.
I cannot. The bacon is very crispy, which I like. And of course, because I'm sure that they've done the burnt ends with the bacon wrapped around it, all the fat renders down into that, which gives you more flavor.
Tender too.
Very tender,
yeah, sure.
Good texture. I can't say anything bad about that. Plus the barbecue sauce gives you a nice kick right at the end. And
all-American coleslaw.
we didn't order coleslaw, but the coleslaw does come with the burnt ends.
Well, it's a nice accoutrement.
Just a touch of a sweet note, but for the most part, that's a savory coleslaw because you've got the purple cabbage, you've got the carrot, you've got the regular cabbage in here, and then it's not over creamy. It's creamy without being just kind of nothing but.
So there's no overwhelming flavor, but the cabbage really kind of comes out.
I'm actually, the flavor that I'm picking up from that is black pepper and celery seed.
Okay.
Which is very nice. I like that.
Just a side note, we did not try the bread on camera well because it's bread, but that is some darn good bread, y'all. This biscuit is so fluffy. It has a great buttermilk flavor to it, and then this Parmesan roll, oh my goodness. And guys, I don't know what kind of butter they're using, but I could just buy a pound of their butter. I'm just being honest.
And now, a Smoky Mountain Fake Food and Fun history lesson. So So Calhoun's, a taste of Tennessee, but they say that they're the best ribs in America. A lot of companies, of course, will brand themselves as best whatever in America, and Calhoun says that they're the best ribs in America. How can they make that claim, you say? Well, history lesson time, because Calhoun started in Knoxville in 1983, and it's now one of 9 locations. The original Calhoun's is still in Knoxville, and you'll see it looks like a silo. It looks like a farm, like an old barn and silo. That's what it looks like. The original is still on Kingston Pike. My favorite Calhoun's location, though, is Tennessee on the River. It's right across from Neyland Stadium, right on the river. On game day Saturdays, you cannot get in that place, but it is gorgeous. And a lot of Tennessee people eat there, so you never know who you're going to see. So back to the history lesson. In 1984, they fired up their smokers and they went to the National Rib Cook-Off, Calhoun's did, after trying different recipes, different sauces and whatnot. And they went to the National Rib Cook-Off. That year, Calhoun's won the National Rib Cook-Off, which made them world champions in ribs. $10,000 prize came along with that, and they came back and they opened up all these other locations, and now they're part of the Copper Cellar family of restaurants. That's why they brand themselves as the best ribs in America. And it doesn't get more American than this place, because they also do something very, very cool. On Veterans Day, which just happens to be our anniversary, they feed veterans absolutely free here. You come in, you're a veteran, they're going to give you a free meal on Veterans Day, and let me tell you what, they feed so many on Veterans Day, no matter what location you go to. So they're always giving back to the community as well, and that's why we're so happy to have Calhoun's here in Pigeon Forge, and there is one in Gatlinburg as well. So Christy has the Calhoun's Trio, which is the baby back ribs, chicken tenders, baked sweet potato, a little bit of coleslaw with that hickory smoked pork. Well, that looks like a pretty all-American meal that you got there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to start with the chicken tenders. First of all, they are really, really nice. The breading is light but crunchy. Inside looks moist and juicy.
That's not something that we typically order at a restaurant.
But you know, everybody likes a chicken tender. I mean, you know.
And it's pretty all-American, too.
It is very all-American. In fact, those are really hot. I might have to use my fork. But I don't know if you can see how moist that is on the inside, and it is hot.
Very juicy on the inside. And they give you that great honey mustard, too.
Yes, it is a house-made honey mustard.
It is, yes.
Take a little bite here. It's barbecue, guys. There ain't gonna be nothing neat about any of this. Those are fantastic. Truly, they're perfect. It is a perfect chicken tender. Lightly seasoned, great chicken flavor. The honey mustard is fantastic. Oh boy, yummy.
The batter does not look that heavy.
Very light, very light. So, all right, so I have the pulled pork as well.
Yep.
I'm going to use a little bit of the house Calhoun's
This is
barbecue.
Their original barbecue.
See what that's like. But I think first I'm going to take a little bite without, just to kind of get the flavor
Hickory
of the
smoked
pork.
pulled pork. I'm curious to see if you're going to taste that in the meat.
You know, it is not real smoky.
Are you picking up any of the hickory?
I'm actually not, but it's delicious. It's moist. It's not dry. A lot of time pulled pork can be dry.
Yeah, I can see it's.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not real smoky, which for some people might be a good thing.
Okay. I don't really see a smoke ring on it, which is something I would prefer to see.
I really like their sauce. It is not super sweet,
Yes.
but there is enough of either molasses or brown sugar in there to give it a sweetness.
Yep.
It's got a vinegar background, and I don't know what the flavors are, but it's a little different than your average barbecue sauce. It's definitely their own.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, going with the sweet potato. The sweet potato comes with cinnamon butter. Now, if you all know us and know anything about our story, you know that Brooks hates sweet potatoes.
Gross.
It is
gross.
a bore to him.
That is my kryptonite.
He hates them. In fact, at our wedding, I wrote in vows that I would never make him eat sweet potatoes. Now
I've tried it a couple of times.
He
on
has
my own.
since still tried them just to see if he's changed, but
I have not changed.
it has not changed. All right, so, but I sometimes like to order a sweet potato when I'm out, and you know what? Sweet potato with cinnamon butter sounds really good to me.
Yep.
I don't know why you don't like that. That's just a good old sweet potato, and the cinnamon butter is nice. Cinnamon flavor profile, little bit of sweetness. That's perfect to me.
Okay.
And I'm glad to have it because I don't ever get sweet potatoes unless I order them out.
All right, now these barbecue ribs.
Guys, he's depriving me of sweet potatoes. How do we do this?
I'm not depriving you.
All right, so ribs. Okay, guys, this is the best ribs in America.
That's the claim.
And I am a big, gotta find a place to cut it. Okay, it cuts easy.
Now, I want to see, when you cut into that, if there's a smoke ring there. Yes, I do see a bark on that.
Yeah. Okay. Grab off this little end here.
There you go.
All right. Nothing not messy about this.
Well, it looks like it fell off the bone easy enough, which that's a good thing, but how's the flavor?
I'm letting it. Hang on.
Kind of letting it marinate there. I suggest you let that
Trying
one
to get all
marinate.
before I talk.
Yes. Good thing we got napkins.
Okay. Definitely smoked. They are tender. But are they the best ribs in America? There are ribs that I like better. Okay. Just being honest.
Are those dry at all?
A little bit.
They have a look that they might be a little dry.
They are a little bit, but they taste good. They taste good. I don't know that they would be the best ribs in America today, but they are good. And everything else on this plate has been fantastic. So, yeah, very pleased.
All right, and we're going to talk about why they call themselves the best ribs in America coming up. I have the ale pork chop, which is marinated in olive oil, mustard, garlic, and their Cherokee red ale. It's topped with a Worcester butter. And then my side, all-American mac and cheese.
I have only one problem with your dish.
What's that?
It doesnn't have pork chops and applesauce.
Hi, Alice. What's for dinner?
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Huh? What else?
Applesauce?
Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
Pork chops and applesauce.
And that's very American.
Yes, it
You
is.
do have mac and cheese. So.
I have mac and cheese, which I'm going to start with it. Because why? Because when there's meat on the plate, I wait for the main event. All right.
Looks creamy and cheesy.
That is homemade mac and cheese, and it is very creamy. It is.
Oh, look
at that.
There's cheese pull going on there.
I got some stringy cheese going on, which
All right.
tells you that
That's
you're in
a
good shape.
indication.
The noodles aren't overdone either, which is nice. I do like that. But you can tell when you mix that up a little bit, Look at the stringy cheese and
Yeah,
the creaminess.
I can see that.
See that? That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
You can see that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
Might have to borrow a bite of that from you.
absolutely. Now, this ale pork chop, I've had this many, many times. It is one of those things
It's really
that
a pretty
I
pork chop.
love. Beautiful
Pork
crust.
chop can be pretty. I think it's a pretty pork chop.
I want to see what the temperature's like inside. Oh, yes. That's about a medium well,
Okay.
which it's actually a little more than I want. I would like about a medium on this.
But you didn't order at a particular temperature, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, so that's
So-
just how it comes.
That's just how it comes. But it is very juicy, and you can tell. Look.
I would say that the most American food connoisseurs probably order their pork well done. So that's probably the standard. It looks so good.
For me, this is the best thing on their menu. I mean, it really is. I've been to Calhoun's many times, growing up and everything. It's just, now I'm going to get you, look at this. Just see how beautiful that is. Look at that. It really is just gorgeous, and it's so nice, and the texture, the flavor, that Worcester butter with that Cherokee ale.
Is it wash your sister butter?
Wash your sister butter, you can call it whatever you want.
That's so funny.
I love the charred crust on the outside. And that mustard and olive oil really comes through.
All right, so
It's
you
just
are
nice.
satisfied?
This, like I said, my favorite thing on their menu.
Awesome.
So for dessert, we had to try, because it sounds so interesting, the macadamia nut banana pudding. There is whipped cream and white chocolate shaved on top, and I love that it comes in this frosted glass. You have a thought on that? You're not really sure what to think about that.
I'm thinking I'm going to give you a thought on it.
Well, of course, we do have 2 spoons.
Ooh, you can see down in there.
Yes, we were not sure what to make of this. We didn't know it was that size.
So, banana pudding is all American, probably Southern American.
Nanner pudding. Nanner pudding, how we say
So,
it.
ooh. It's kind of,
I'm very curious about this.
I don't know. I'm looking to try to get a good bite of whatever is in there. Okay.
Well, there's a lot in there. Yes. I'm dying to know what your thought is on that.
Gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's an amazing, very creamy, very yummy banana pudding.
Yes.
I don't think it's vanilla wafers in there that they're using for the crunchy base.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It kind of tastes like, I don't know what it is. And then you get a bite of macadamia nut,
Yeah.
and it's like the most amazing cherry on top. That, my friends,
You like though?
is amazing.
Oh, you love it. Okay.
There's another spoon here for you, but
Yeah, I'm gonna be giving it a shot. I'll have to see what I think.
oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, I think I got some.
All right, baby, you gotta dig deep in there. Dig deep. That is a big nanner pudding. Nanner pudding.
It is not vanilla wafer, but I'm not sure
I
what it
don't
is.
know what it is. Maybe we'll figure that out.
We will figure this out. Okay. I think I've got a little bit of everything here.
Good size bite you got going.
Okay. So So it doesn't hit you to begin with. And then all of a sudden, you're like taken away to another place.
Did you get a macadamia nut?
I did.
Okay.
I love macadamia nuts.
Yeah, that is such a neat addition to banana pudding.
And macadamia nuts go so well with white chocolate. White chocolate macadamia nut cookies. You know, it's one of my favorites. That right there. It's one of those things that it's just unexpected, and I really cannot tell you what all's in that. But it is not vanilla wafer. That is not what that is. I do taste the banana. The banana is very prevalent right there at the end. Whipped cream is very good. The white chocolate and the macadamia just go so well together. And it comes in that cool frosted glass, so I don't know. This might be one of my favorites around here. Yes.
I have the bag.
You do have the bag.
Sadly, the bag is not needed today. There will be no golden fork for Calhouns, unfortunately. However, I'm going to focus on the positives. The chicken tenders are actually some of the best chicken tenders I've ever eaten, and I really love them. The sweet potato was nice, just a nice basic sweet potato. I really loved it and ate almost all of it. The burnt ends, bacon back burnt ends, those were delicious, absolutely wonderful. And that dessert, that macadamia nut banana pudding. I don't have a spoon, but that will get a fork full from me because it was that good. That was amazing. So we'll talk a little bit about the negatives now. The pork. It had no flavor, guys. I'm sorry. It's okay. I've had way better. The ribs, they were very dry, and I had to kind of crunch my way through them. The middle bone was probably the most moist of the four that were there. They're not very big, and truthfully, I've just had so much better ribs elsewhere. Even my own homemade ribs from the other day are probably better than those. So, you know, everything can't always be amazing, but they definitely, for us, do not win the Best Ribs in America award by a long shot. When I come back to Calhoun's, maybe for some of that nanner pudding.
Yeah.
So that is my thoughts, as real as they get. And, you know, the meal wasn't horrible. It wasn't disgusting or anything. It just, I've had better.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that rolls. I will let Brooksy wrap us up.
So what do you want to talk about? We have to talk about positives and negatives. It can't always be
Sunshine and rainbows.
sunshine and rainbows. I was thinking glitter and unicorn farts.
Well, that works too.
I just think that's funny.
Ever wonder what's at the end of a rainbow? A unicorn's butt. It's beautiful, as you know. What you don't know is it makes your poop smell good. Really good.
So, I will say, the beginning and the end were the best parts. The middle part, I will tell you about my middle part. Because, for me, I've been to Calhoun's many times. I love Calhoun's. I love the atmosphere. And I particularly love the one, like I said, in Knoxville on the river. The ale pork chop is very good. It's my favorite thing on the menu, and it was good today. The only problem with it today was the inconsistent cooking, because what I showed you on camera was medium, maybe a little medium well. When I cut into that further, it was medium rare, like I would have liked the whole thing to be. So when it's inconsistent cooking as far as on the grill, that's an issue. Mac and cheese was very good. The bacon wrapped brisket burnt-ends, very good. And the Tennessee whiskey barbecue sauce was good. However, Calhoun's original barbecue sauce has anchovy and tamarind in it, which for me is weird. That is not something you would get in a southern barbecue sauce. I would not think of that anyway. So, I don't know. Christy was right. I did try her pork and the rib. I didn't see a smoke ring on either one. That's an issue, especially since you were calling it hickory smoked pulled pork.
And the menu also points out the smoke ring.
And the menu does talk about the smoke ring. So when you have that, I will say also, it's kind of weird, but the biscuit they actually do sell the biscuit mix, which is funny because their biscuits were excellent.
Oh, and that Parmesan roll and butter, I forgot to mention, that was one of my favorite parts.
Yes. However, I will say that the macadamia nut banana pudding was excellent. That is one of those things
They finished strong.
Yes, they did finish strong. I would come back just for a glass of tea and some macadamia nut banana pudding.
You gotta
That's
have
what I would come
coffee,
back
not
for.
tea.
I want sweet tea. I'm sweet as tea. I don't know, maybe. So, I don't know. Overall, best ribs in America, and now not so much. We do have two places that we enjoy ribs more, and that's Corky's and Tony Gore's. We definitely enjoy those ribs more. So that's just personal opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Again, that is an opinion. It's like a mouth. Everybody's got one. So,
Belly button, and you all know what they say about those.
that's right. Or your rear end, as my mama used to say. Your rear end. Everybody's got a rear end. Regardless. So, that is how it finishes up today. If you like the video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Smash that button. Doesn't cost you a thing to do so, and it also doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe to Smoky Mountain Faith, Food, and Fun. You would be doing us a huge favor if you do that, because that allows us to produce more content for you guys. And of course, school's always in, ringy dingy. Make sure to hit that notification bell before you leave so that you're notified every time Christy and I have new content posted. But for Christy, I'm Brooks, and we just want to say God bless you all. We love you, and we can't wait to show you what's next. Stay tuned for the visuals and for the menu.
We love you guys. God bless, and we hope you all have a happy and safe 4th of July.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt and feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reaper's Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the call